Hey folks, welcome to another how-to Casio video. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to do Poisson distribution and these types of questions on this particular CASIO FX8200AU calculator. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so looking at this question, the first thing we need to pull out is the lambda. Now in this question, we've got average of 2 calls every hour. So that means lambda is equal to 2. And then we're looking for what is the probability that the call center will receive at most 3 calls. Now, if it's asking for at most 3 calls, then we're looking for probability of x less than or equal to 3. So to do this on the calculator, what we're going to do is switch on the calculator, go to the home menu, navigate our way to distributions, and we're going to make our way all the way down to Poisson CD. Because we're looking for cumulative probabilities, we're going to use CD. And we're going to click on EXE. Once again, we're going to go down to variable. And what you'll have is pretty much the same thing. We've got X and then we've got lambda and execute. Now, the one thing to be mindful of with these particular calculators is that the probabilities for cumulative distribution, well, cumulative works from 0 up to the number. So, for example, in this case, I'm trying to find probability of X less than 3. So I'm actually going to put X as 3 because what that does is it actually counts the probability of 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. So that's pretty much what that less than or equal to 3 would mean. So it's actually going to figure out all those individual probabilities and then add it up together. Our lambda is equal to 2 and we're going to put that equals to 2 and we're going to click on execute. And what we have is a probability of 0.8571. Let's have a look at another type of question. So we've got another type of question here, and once again we're going to have the average of 2 calls every hour. That means lambda is equal to 2. But if you look at the question itself, the question is asking for at least 2 calls. So the way we would write this is probability of x greater than or equal to 2. So we're really looking for 2, 3, 4, 5 and upwards, right? But the calculator can only find up to a value. So if we go back before 2, you've got 1 and 0. So the green highlighted part is the probability that we want. And of course, assuming that this is going to keep on going. But the calculator can only calculate up to a particular value. So for this question, what we're going to do is, because probability adds up to 1, we're going to do 1 minus the probability of x less than or equal to 1. Because this probability, the blue probability, is for 0 and 1. And if you do 1 minus that, you should get the probability of at least 2. So we're going to go back to the calculator and click on home, go into distributions, go down to Poisson CD, and go into variable. We're going to put x as 1 and lambda is going to be 2. And when we click, we're going to click execute here, we're going to get 0.406. So we've got 1 minus 0.406. And then we're going to go into our normal mode of our calculator. So just going to calculate and we're going to go 1 minus 0.406. Now what we've got here is a fraction, and just click on Shift EXE to convert that to a decimal. So we should get a final answer of 0.594. And folks, that's pretty much how you do Poisson distribution on this particular CASIO FX8200AU calculator.